Hey guys, what's up? They finally fixed the problem on Epic Games which didn't allow me to use the Bionic Predator despite having bought it on the date it was released. And well, here it is. I finally managed to have a match playing with this class, which I'm gonna be showing later into this video. And my first impressions are pretty good. It's exactly what I was expecting. I think it's really one of the best classes in the game so far. I mean, just early impressions. I'm gonna be talking more about it after I try it out, like in private matches against good fighting players. So after I try to do more matches, I need to get used to and try some, not just one build, but different builds that I have in mind for it. After I test it more, I might decide whatever how good it does in comparison to the other best Predator classes. But so far, my impressions is that yeah, this Predator class is very viable in this game to use even against good fighting players. Are all using the best fighting classes, are all using meta weapons. And that is for two reasons. Stalker Specialization, which is one of the best ones in the game, which gives you 15% damage boost for your ranged weapons. Pretty much, which, I mean, it has to be ranged weapons because, I mean, if you use melee, you lose stamina. So, of course, it doesn't work for melee. So, which is the kind of playstyle that I use. Everybody that see my videos know that I mainly focus on using ranged weapons. And lately, I have been focusing a lot in using the plasma pistol from branches, just moving trees, attacking the fighting from trees with the plasma pistol. And that doesn't cost stamina, which is something that I'm gonna benefit a lot from this Stalker Specialization. Discipline is not bad, but so far I just tested on Stalker and probably gonna be my main specialization for this class. I just love the damage boost, especially with the pistol, since it was buffed. You guys have seen my videos that I've been starting to use the pistol a lot more than the bow lately, just because of the extra damage that I don't have to go get my ammo back. I have infinite ammo. I don't have to, it's easier to finish down at fighting players, so I've been using a lot. So with my current playstyle actually fits very well for this class. Not only that, but also the fact that it has a lot of energy. As you guys know, I use a lot of thermal vision. Sometimes I spend whole matches only with thermal vision on. And so this class here, it really feels like it was made for me. It's Stalker, so I can always have the damage boost while using our attacking fightings from the branches, which doesn't cost stamina. Jumping to the branches, moving to the trees, those don't cost any stamina for the Predator. So it's a specialization which I really wanted to have work on my playstyle that I've been doing lately in my previous videos. And a lot of energy. As you guys know, I also like using a lot of plasma caster, but I mean lately I have been actually focusing more on the plasma pistol. But this class here allows me to use so much plasma caster. There is no energy drain at all while I'm cloaked or using thermal vision. No energy drain at all. And this is not only good because you have more energy to spare for plasma shots, but also because if you change, if you decloak or cloak or change vision modes, either because you are getting low in energy, or you say you need to do that, or you want to go to thermal vision, or you want to cloak. If you do that close to the fighting can hear you. So a good thing about this class is that you can activate the cloak and the thermal vision right at the start of the match when you are far away from the fighting, so they don't hear it. So by the time that you get there, they won't be able to hear it in case you have to cloak or use thermal vision close to them, and that is good because they won't hear it. Sometimes, depending on the class that you are using, if you try to do that, by the time that you reach to the fighting, if you just use cloak and thermal vision at the start of the match, by the time that you reach the fighting, your energy drain, you're gonna have a little less energy because you're gonna be draining by the time you get to the fighting. But with this class, you don't have to worry about that, so it's great. It takes away this disadvantage of Predators that when your energy is getting low, you're gonna expose your position to the fighting because of the noise of decloaking or having to change your thermal vision off. So this class is great for that because you don't have to worry about it. And to be honest, I have not even having to worry. My energy is not going down at all because I have not been using much plasma caster. I just focus on the plasma pistol, so I can stay with thermal vision and cloak the whole match. It's like infinite energy for me. As long as I don't use much the plasma caster, it's just infinite energy the entire match, which is amazing. It's really fun. And damage boost from the plasma pistol. So yeah, I enjoy this class. I'm gonna be showcasing more of the customization available for it. I'm gonna do a separate video about the customization for this class, and also, like I said, testing in private matches to see how it goes. But my initial impression is that yeah, it's a very decent class. We can make a comparison like to Cleopatra or Elder, which they also have this Stalker Specialization. They are also classes that are focused on attacking from ranged weapons while you're standing still. And in comparison to those classes, in regards to gear points, it doesn't really matter because I'm using the same gear, same amount of gear that I use for Elder and Cleopatra, which is like traps, can help a lot. Auto decoys, because I like to be able to use these sounds to make the fighting not know where I'm attacking from. Sometimes auto decoys can be useful. They have become more useful lately for me than motion detectors. I mean, with the thermal vision and the scanning, which I do a lot in the matches because I always want to scan the fighting, not only because for when I use a class that has the analytical specialization, but also because we're having the red symbols on top of the fighting, I just feel like it helps me to not only know where they are in many locations, because it's like a little bit of like a wall hack, they're spotted for you, but also for aiming and shooting them, you can just have to aim at the red icon. It helps a lot. Medkits, of course, and I'm gonna have more each one of these gears by using large punch, but in comparison to like Elder and Cleopatra, he has more gear, which doesn't really make much difference, because like I said, I'm using the same amount of gear that I use for those two other classes, and he has a disadvantage of less perk points. He has a little less HP than the Cleopatra, but to be honest, it doesn't really make that much difference in regards to, he has more HP than Elder. He's between Elder and Cleopatra in regards to HP, but the thing is, Elder has a hidden passive of bullet damage resistance of 7%, around 7%. So in practice, the amount of bullets that it takes to second win a Elder in this class is pretty much the same. He has the same HP as a Hunter. It might appear here that he has a little more HP, but in practice, it's gonna be the same thing. It doesn't really matter much. For Cleopatra, it's the same thing. I don't think she has bullet damage resistance. Her HP is just a little more, like it's gonna be like just maybe one extra sniper shot. It's not like that significant. And the thing is, and a negative about Cleopatra and Elder is that they have less stamina, which forces me in all my Cleopatra and Elder builds to use Adrenal Boost. With this class, you don't need to use Adrenal Boost, so that's an advantage. Despite having less perk points, you don't need to use, you're like not forced to use Adrenal Boost like you do for Cleopatra or Elder in order to maximize the potential of the Stalker, because Stalker is only good if you always manage to get your full stamina, and Adrenal Boost helps a lot. Classes with like Cleopatra and Elder, which have low stamina, stamina recovery, sometimes you don't get the damage boost from Stalker because your stamina is not full, you know. But with this class, you don't have to worry about that. He's faster than both of them, apparently. I have not like tested it very, and I mean, we cannot completely trust the weapon stats here in game, because sometimes they are not completely accurate. Because as you guys know, Wolf is the fastest class in the game, but he appears to have same speed as Falconer and Scout, which is max. But actually, Wolf is a little faster, despite they all have 4 bars from movement speed, but actually Wolf is a little faster. So these stats that you see here in the game are not 100% reliable. So let's talk about the perks. Like I said, 9 perk points kind of limits the good combinations. I wanted to put downrange, medic, and large punch, and he would really be like a meta for sure. He would be like, yeah, he would be like if he had more perk points, if I could put downrange, medic, and large punch, he would be like a superior version of both Elder and Cleopatra, because I would be able to put 3 meta perks and wouldn't have to worry about having to use the adrenal boost like I do for the other 2 classes. So I decided to put large punch in downrange because I want more damage to stack damage together with Stalker. Downrange gives 10% damage boost for ranged weapons, a Stalker gives 15, and I stack those 2 together and it's gonna be 25 damage boost, which for plasma caster, plasma pistol, and Combistick, it can do a lot of damage. Like it can do a lot of damage to the fighting. I decided to put large punch because having 4 medic is always good, so you don't have to always rely on pigs, because fighting can always just camp at the pig locations. They can control the pig areas, so having 4 medics can be very useful. And also, two more bear traps, 2 more audio decoys can always come in handy too. With these 2 perks, I only have 2 points left. I saw a lot of people using Modifier Reserve on this class, but I don't think it's necessary at all. Like, his energy regeneration is already so fast. Like, he regenerates energy even while using Thermal Vision and Cloak. That's like his best, his great hidden passive. So to be honest, I don't think I need Modifier Reserve at all in this class. I decided to go with Protection, which is not a perk that I use much, but considering now that in public games we have to worry about the possibility of night maps, and everybody knows, as I mentioned in my videos, night maps are terrible for the Predator. The Predator stands out way more. It's much harder for the Predator to see the fighting, and in case you lose your mask, you're kind of screwed. You really need Thermal Vision in night maps. So I just put Protection here because it can help specifically for night maps. I'm not gonna say this is the best build for this class yet, but I think this is really one of the best options. Like, I'm using the meta weapons in the game. Of course, some of you guys say, oh, the disc is better. Yeah, the disc is better, but in public matches sometimes I have a high ping, so I cannot use the disc. And also I've been practicing a lot with Combistick throws, and so this is my initial preliminary best build for this class so far. And yeah, Protection can come in handy a lot. In night modes, you need your Thermal Vision. You don't want that. You don't want to lose your mask in night mode. It will prevent you from using Static Isolation, so you're going to be harder for you to find the fighting or find the pigs in case you lose the mask. And in night mode, it's going to be way harder for you to see anything. It's much harder for the party in night mode. So because of those variables, I just decided to go with this build here. And yeah, I think this class is pretty good, and you guys are going to be seeing a lot more videos about it on my channel.
That's it. You hear that? What am I looking at?
You guys want to say your last prayer word? Oh, I see him. See him. See him. There he is. There he is. Oh shoot! Oh, this predator not good. Man, this predator's.
Over here. Get over here.
Dude, this predator's. Oh my god!
Help me. Help me. What?
This way. There.
मुझे क्या जाना है वहाँ? नहीं. Do I have to come, Mom? Oh shoot! Already. Predators. This is just a toxic build. Yep, if I had 4 and 5 on that. Go, go, go. No, 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 no. Oh shoot. Shoot, he's here. Where? Don't worry, we'll camp under here. Dang it! I should have never made this mistake.
Let's go. Oh.